Good morning. Let me start this morning's worship by asking you how you feel about this.
Cool.
Are you someone who loves roller coasters or who hates roller coasters? I'd say I'm somewhere in the middle. I will go on a roller coaster, but only if somebody else makes me go on it. I was thinking that this past year has felt rather like a roller coaster. There have been loads of ups and downs and twists and turns, and this week is the 1 year anniversary of the first lockdown. And I wonder how you're feeling as you look back on the past year. I suspect we're all feeling a range of different emotions, perhaps a sense of anger, regret, grief, frustration, maybe loneliness, guilt, anxiety about the future, relief that it feels like this might be finally over. But the question is, how do you process those different feelings? What that means is, how do you slow down and notice what you're feeling inside? And then when you're aware of what you're feeling, what do you do with those feelings? At the moment, we're in the season of Lent. As you probably know, Lent runs from Ash Wednesday, the day after Shrove Tuesday, through to Easter Sunday. And it's a period of reflection when we reflect on the story of Jesus in the wilderness, where he spent 40 days and 40 nights alone, a bit like a kind of lockdown, I suppose. And this year, what we've done at church to mark the season of Lent is we've created something called a labyrinth. You can see it here behind me. Now, a labyrinth is a bit like a maze, but it's a bit different as well. With a maze, you have to try and find your way through, and you can easily get lost and there are dead ends. But with a labyrinth, there's only one route in and one route out. The labyrinth is actually a symbol. It symbolises the journey of life and faith. Like a roller coaster, it's full of twists and turns, and the route takes you in unexpected directions. And the idea is that as you walk around the labyrinth, you reflect on life. You think about who you are and where you are and how you are. In the middle of our labyrinth, there's a cross, another symbol, a reminder of the Easter story and the death and resurrection of Jesus. One of the questions that many people have asked over the past year is, where is God in all of this? One of the things that the labyrinth reminds us is, through life's twists and turns and ups and downs, the roller coaster of life, that God is always there, at the centre. It's always possible to find God, or maybe for God to find us. In the Bible, in the Gospels, Jesus says this: are you having a real struggle? Come to me. Are you carrying a big load on your back? Come to me. I'll give you a rest. Pick up my yoke and put it on. Take lessons from me. My heart is gentle. You'll find the rest you deeply need. My yoke is easy to wear. My load is easy to bear. One of the ways in which we can begin to process our emotions is by giving them to God. In the labyrinth, we suggest that people carry a stone around with them. The stone is another symbol. It symbolises all the things that are weighing them down. As they walk through the labyrinth, they carry it with them, and then when they get to the centre, they place it at the foot of the cross. It's a way of handing things over to God. I wonder, what are the things that are weighing you down at the moment? What are the things that you would like to give to God? Another way in which we can begin to process our emotions is by being quiet together. And this week, a national charity called Marie Curie are suggesting that Tuesday is a national day of reflection, as it's the 1 year anniversary of the first lockdown.
On the 23rd of March, it'll be 1 year since the first UK lockdown. Join a minute's silence at midday to show your support for the millions who've been bereaved. And take a moment to connect with anyone you know who's grieving.
Life has felt like a roller coaster over the past year, And if after reflecting on your feelings you think it would be useful to talk to someone, then find someone that you trust. It's really important that we share what is happening inside ourselves. And if you'd like to have a go at walking the labyrinth, then wander over. It's only a 1-minute walk from school. You're really welcome just to come and experiment, even just to have a look. So I'd like to finish our worship this morning by saying a prayer. God of love, as we think about all that has changed this year, help us to trust that you are always with us. As we remember those who have died, help us to trust they are at peace with you. As we reach out to others with kindness and care, may hope shine out in every heart and home. Amen.